Yo, welcome in if you're new to the channel. My name's Sweet Phil, and here we're going over some new patch notes for the PTR for the upcoming season. These are all the crazy changes, and you're all going to get a chance to test it out real soon here. Now, a lot of stuff in these patch notes is stuff from the campfire. I don't want to go over it again because a lot of the people that are keeping up to date with the information have already read a lot of it. If you have not, I'll put a link in the description to my condensed version of the campfire. I cut out like all the fluff and I sped it up a little bit to get that information in as short of a package as I could by, just cutting out all the different laughing and a lot of like the ums and ahs and stuff like that when, the public speaking. Sometimes people will do things like that. So first and most importantly for the public test realm here, it will be from April 2nd through April 9th. And unfortunately, sorry console players, but it is only for PC Battle.net accounts. And just quickly to note, because in PTRs, this kind of always comes up, people lose their minds. This is the test updates and features alongside before the launch of Season 4. So some of this stuff will be changed. Some of it is not going to be perfect. So this stuff will be kind of refined, even if it is something that will for sure be in Season 4. It is planned to be refined up, or sometimes they're even in the process of working on it while we're testing the PTR. So don't lose your absolute minds quite yet. Wait for the season to launch before you lose your mind. But they do want to hear your feedback from the PTR and go ahead and make those adjustments. So right here is a list of all the stuff, but most of this stuff was talked about, like I said, in the campfire chat. So right now, we're not going to go over itemization, the Helltides Reborn. There's a little bit more description there. So maybe you might want to come to here too. I'll put a link in the description as well to this particular blog post if you want to look over all this stuff again. But the pits of Artificers, we're just going to call it the pits. And anyways, from what I hear, this is exactly like Greater Rifts from Diablo 3. Ew, gross. New boss update, they brought Uber and Daril over, having the same drop odds as Duriel, but obviously having updated attacks and things like that. And right here is where we'll actually start off talking about the new stuff for PTR. All this stuff was from that campfire, featured, offered for testing. So unfortunately, not everyone can play this, even on PC. It's only going to be available in North America, Europe, Korea, and Japan, Southeast Asia, and Australia. So not the entire world, just these largest regions. Next up, once you log in through your Battle.net account, we'll carry over all the following base progress. So the campaign completion, mountain skills points, fog of war, and altars of Lilith bonuses. Now, a lot of the changes in here, like it says, they actually were stuff that was the end game. So they want you to go ahead and be able to play it. They don't want people to have to play for hours and hours and hours just to get to test the stuff out that they want, well, us to test for them for free, pretty much. So you'll be able to instantly boost your character to level 100. So upon entering the PTR, you'll arrive in Koivashad. There'll be an NPC named PTR Boost. They're only going to have one dialogue option, which is boost me to level 100. And if you want to do that, go ahead and click. Upon boosting to 100, you're going to get 100 million gold, 1,000 obols, 2 random sets of ancestral gear, item power 920. Your upgraded potions, fully unlocked Paragon glyphs, so everything that you would have if you played through and got your character to 100. You're also going to get, it says, up to 10 tempering manuals, depending on the class specifics. I need to do a little more research on this. I'm not sure why some it would get up to 10. Some are not going to get 10, I guess, and some will. But I'll have to read up a little bit more on that. Base amounts of the consumable materials, but it does not include material resources specifically earned for mastery working, scattered prisms, or resplendent sparks. So materials to enter the pits and nightmare dungeons, though, are granted. Complete class system mechanics are going to be unlocked as well. The example they give, the enchantments for the sorceress. The other ones would be Book of the Dead for the necromancer, the spirit boons for the druid, etc., etc., etc. This boost can be repeated with new characters on the PTR, so you can play all of them if you really wanted to, if you have the time. You can go ahead and trade between the characters as well, like through the shared stash. The Fog of War will be completely cleared if you go ahead and skip. And the reason it's listed this way is because you could want to go ahead and start off and test out. The Helltides are now going to be available across all of the different Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, and World Tier 4. So if you want to try it on World Tier 1 or 2, try the new Helltide, you will have the Fog of War unlocked if you had done it in the past, because it's going to carry over from your base account progress. But if you had never cleared the Fog of War and you're just a level 1 character, I'm assuming it will be there. But if you boost up to 100, it will completely be eliminated. Additionally, regardless of whether you choose to boost your character in the PTR, all legendary drops, so anywhere, it doesn't matter when you're playing, they're double drop rates for legendaries. So you can go ahead and get those legendaries and boost up your characters twice as fast. Just remember though, some things will be intentionally missing so they can test the flows we want to keep an eye on. And the Codex of Power won't be fully unlocked. This was a new thing if you did not see the campfire or if you haven't read this post. So you're going to get the Codex of Power all fully unlocked at the start of Season 4, but at the minimum powers. And as you find gear that has the new legendary powers, if it is stronger than the minimum, it will upgrade it. And then if you find one better than that, it'll upgrade it again and upgrade it again. But it's not going to be fully unlocked, and it doesn't sound like fully operational here. For the PTR, do keep that in note. And remember, they do want your feedback, so there's a thing here exactly how to get your feedback. You can go ahead and do it through the Diablo 4 PTR forum. Link right here, and once again, there is a link to this in the description. And it talks about right here how to install the PTR. I'm assuming it's an incredibly easy. They're kind of all the same. There'll be a little globe right next to where it says play. You usually go up there, click on PTR realm, and then you're usually good to go. So it describes it right here if you want to go ahead and pause it, and so you can figure out how to do it, or go to the blog post in the description like I had said before. There's some other updates here in these patch notes, but the main purpose of this video is to talk about the PTR. And I do want to stress one more time here at the end, don't forget, April 2nd through April 9th will be the time, and it's just PC only. Once again, sorry, console players.